Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Muttama Shloke Bhakti Rabhavati Naishtaki Grandraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 26th chapter, Fundamental Principles of Material Nature. Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti about the evaluation of different elements. Different elements includes 5 Panch Mahabhuta, earth, water, air, fire, ether, 5 Karmendriyas, Gnanendriyas, 5 objects of senses, mind, intelligence, ego, and consciousness. These are total 24 elements. As described in the previous shloka, Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti about Nabha, ether. Nabha Shabda Tanamatrat Kalagatya Vikurtvata Sparsho Bhavat Tato Vayus Tvak Sparshascha Sangraha. So here in this shloka, number 35, Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti that in the due course of time, the subtle forms are transformed into gross forms. So initially, all the manifestation is in subtle form, which is not visible. But then, slowly and slowly, all these subtle elements, they take a shape and they become visible, or they become, all the objects become appreciated by our senses. Like, for example, touch. Touch is one of the sense. So subtle form is transformed first into touch. So various forms of touch are there. So what are the forms of touch? Then here it says, Mrudatvam Kathinatvam cha Shaityam Ushnam Evacha Ushnatvam Evacha Etad Sparsashya Sparshatvam Tanmatram Nabhasvataha. So now the touch can have various forms of manifestation. Softness, hardness, cold, hot. They are all different attributes of touch. And all these are because of because of the characteristics of the air, which is also one of the subtle form of element, right? So Srila Prabhupada is explaining that tangibility is the proof of form. In actually, objects are perceived in 2 different ways. They are either soft or hard, cold or hot. This tangible action of tactile sense is the result of evaluation of air, which is produced from Nabha, from the sky. So Nabha produces air, and then this Nabha is nothing but the ether. Air is supported by the ether. And then this air results into either hot or cold air, or soft or hard touch. All these are perception of the Nava because of the air. And then it says further, Chalanam Vihanam Praptir Netratvam Dravya Shabdayo Sarvendriyanam Atmanam Vayo Karma Bhi Lakshanam. The action of the air is exhibited in movements of mixing. The action of air is exhibited in movements, mixing, allowing approach to the objects of sound and the other sense perception, and providing for proper functioning of all the senses. Now the air movement, because of the air, movement of air, the different things also move. And then there is also mixing of different elements, like, so this results in the sound formation. Movement of air results in the sound. And then the smell also is because of air. Sound is also because of air. Touch also is because of air. And all these elements are subsiding on air is ultimately dependent on ether, Akash, Nabha. So in this way, all the objects of senses, they work together. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining We can perceive the action of air when the branches of tree move and when the dry leaves on the ground collect together. Similarly, it is only by the action of air that a body moves. And when the air circulation is impeded, many diseases results, right? So basic element of whole existence of everything is the movement of air. Like air is moving within our body, so that's why we are surviving. If there is obstruction and there is no air circulation, then one will die, because the air circulation is the key part of the whole manifestation. So all the senses are also manifesting from the movement of air. The object of senses are also because of movement of air. Paralysis, nervous breakdown, madness, and many other diseases are actually due to insufficient circulation of air. Your Prabhupada is giving a very subtle principle of Ayurveda that sometimes the psychotic disorders, they are also because of improper balance of air circulation. In Ayurvedic system, these diseases are treated on the basis of air circulation. Kapha, Pitta, and Vayu. These are the three basic principles of Ayurveda, and many of the treatments are based on this subject matter. If from the beginning one takes care of the process of air circulation, such diseases cannot take place. So there is a pranayama controlling the air circulation. From the Ayurveda as well as from Srimad Bhagavatam, it is clear that many activities are going on internally and externally because of the air alone. And as soon as there is some deficiency in the circulation of air, this activity cannot take place. Here it is clearly stated, Netratvam Dravya Shabdayo. So even all the maintenance of internal environment and external environment for all the living entities is based upon the circulation of air. Our sense of proprietorship over action is due to the activity of air. If the air circulation is stifled, we cannot approach a place after hearing. If someone calls us, we hear the sound because of the air circulation, and we approach that sound or the place from which the sound comes. Right? So even this cell phone technology signals, they transmit through the air, and which is the main element of the 24 elements. It is said in these words clearly that these all movements of air, this is all possible because of movement of air. The ability to detect the odors is due to the action of air. So the smell sensation is also because of air. So you can see that air is the basic element of sustenance of all the living forms, whether it is human beings, birds, insect, reptiles, or anything outside also. Material nature also depends on air circulation. So with that, we will pause here and we'll continue our study of Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Nadraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Gaura Premanand.